me if he ain't weeping again. Blessed if I don't think he's got a mane in his head as he's always turned on.
Sam, hold your tongue. You're a fine young fellow, Mr. Trotter, and I admire the goodness of your heart. Take this as a mark of my esteem. No thanks, I beg of you. And remember, 11:30.
There's no fear of my forgetting. It's a good day to you.
Oh, what a dreadful... 11:30. This is the time. The house is quite dark. I trust Job will be waiting behind the kitchen door. Not a sound. Perhaps that wasn't loud enough. I do hope he heard that. I don't want to waken the whole house. Ah, good, he's coming.
What's going on in there?
A woman. Lots of women. The whole establishment must be aroused. They're opening the door. I must hide behind it. I dare not cross the garden or they'll see me. I'll...
Who's there? What is it? No, I'm so frightened. Who is it? Cook, why don't you go a little way into the garden?
Please, Mum, I don't like to.
Anyway.
Cook, don't answer me if you please. I insist on your looking into the garden immediately.
Oh, it's a shame, that's what it is.
Max, take a month's notice. Cook, will you kindly obey me? Miss Smithers, what is the matter?
There's a man!
A man? Where?
Behind the door! I saw him through the crack!
We're all in the night time.
Don't faint.
I ain't going. I've got my rights like everybody else.
Ladies! Dear ladies! No. Ladies, pray hear me. I am no robber. I want the lady of the house.
Oh, what a ferocious monster!
No.
He wants Miss Tompkins.
Ring the alarm bell, Cook.
No, please don't. Look at me. Do I look like a robber? My dear ladies, you may bind me hand and foot or lock me in a closet if you like. Only hear what I have to say. Pray hear me.
I am Miss Tompkins, the owner of this establishment. What did you want in my garden, man?
I came to warn you. One of your young ladies is going to elope tonight.
Elope?
Yes.
Who will...
Your friend, Mr. Charles Fitzmarshall.
My friend? I know no such person.
Mr. Jingle, then.
I never heard the name in my life.
What? Then I have been deceived and deluded. I've been the victim of a conspiracy. Dear madam, send to the angel if you don't believe me. Send for Mr. Pickwick's manservant. I implore you, ma'am.
Let 2 of the servants repair to the angel, and let the others remain here to protect us. You shall be locked meantime in the closet, sir.
I am very willing to be, ma'am. Indeed I am.
For an hour and a half, before the 2 servants came back, Mr. Pickwick sat down in the closet beneath a grove of sandwich bags and awaited the return of the messengers with all the philosophy and fortitude he could summon to his aid.
Open the door, my dear madam. I give you my word you have nothing to fear from this gentleman.
You thought Babby's a tiger to him now.
Very well.
If that's your order.
Sir,
Pickwick.
my dear friend. Sir. Oh, my dear sir, for heaven's sake, explain to this lady that I am neither a robber nor a madman.
I've told her so already. Now we've a chaise waiting outside to take you back to the inn.
What?
And a hot supper waiting to drive the cold and damp out of you. Good night to you, ma'am. If all your robbers and madmen are no more dangerous than this gentleman, you can sleep soundly for many a long day.
There you are, sir. Eggs, kidneys and bacon and a double bumper of brandy and water. That'll keep the cold out of you and put you in good heart again.
Right. Oh, I'm still perplexed. Wardle, my dear friend, how was it that you came with Sam to rescue me from that dreadful plight?
Sheer chance. I arrived here tonight for a few days' shooting, and your servant told me what had happened. We'll send your friends to join you. We'll have a jolly party on the 1st. Give Winkle another chance too, old boy.
I think he's done in, sir. As soon as he's fed and watered, I'll whisk him off to bed.
Oh, yes, the best thing you could do. Good night, my dear fellow. See you in the morning.
Whenever I meet that jingle again, wherever he is, I'll inflict personal chastisement upon him, in addition to the exposure he so richly deserves. I will, or my name is not Pickwick.
And whenever I catches hold of that there melancholy chap with the black hair, if I don't bring some real water into his eyes for bunching away, my name ain't Vella.
My friends, welcome. Wardle! Ah, I don't suppose you expected to find me here, eh? Oh, Tupman, how are you? Now, don't hang back or look sentimental, old fellow. For Rachel's sake, I wish you'd had her. For your own, I'm very glad you haven't. A young fellow like you will do better one of these days.
You're very good, sir.
Winkle, Snodgrass, give me your hands. I've just been telling Pickwick we must have you all down for Christmas. We're going to have a wedding. A real wedding this time.
Oh. A wedding?
Ah, don't be alarmed, Snodgrass. Tain't Emily, only Bella and Trundle.
Is that all? They'll give you joy, sir.
I trust everyone is well at Dingley Dell, sir?
Oh, couldn't be better.
How is, she, Mr. Wardle?
She? Oh, you mean my single relative. Oh, she's gone away, far enough off. She couldn't bear to see the girls, so I let her go. Now, come along. Dinner's on the table.
My dear fellows. Welcome, welcome. Pray sit down, sit down. My foot. Oh,
My dear old chap, what on earth's the matter?
That's a rheumatism. I was caught in the rain while endeavouring to do a good action.
Which turned out to be a piece of gammon invented by Mr. Alfred Jingle, Esquire, alias Mr. Charles Fitzmarshall. You have your dinner, sir, and tell him afterwards.
I, too, I have had something of an adventure. I've been the unconscious third party in a matrimonial dispute between Mr. and Mrs. Pott.
Indeed?
Well, you know how Pott always asked me to take her a butt. Nothing in it, of course. But damn me if the Independent didn't make an article and a verse out of it. I tore the verse out of the paper before I came away. Here, you read it, Snodgrass. It's in your line.
Allow me to see it, if you please.
So you broke the lady's heart, did you, you dog, you?
Oh, never even cracked it, so far as I know. She asked me to come back, but I'll be damned if I do.
Right.
Pott's in enough trouble as it is. She's forcing him to horsewhip the editor of the Independent.
Silence! You, Mr. Winkle, may find this amusing. I do not. I find it a wonderful and distressing circumstance that we seem destined to enter no man's house without involving him in some degree of trouble. Does it not, I ask, bespeak of indiscretion, nay, worse, the blackness of heart of my followers, that beneath whatever roof they locate, they disturb the peace of mind and happiness of some confiding female?
That's coming in a bit strong.
Is it not?
Pardon, sir. The servant has just handed this here letter in. It's for you,
What?
forwarded from London.
I don't know this hand. Excuse me, all of you.
Take no notice of him, Winkle. He was hoodwinked into a nest of females, and his rheumatism's making him a bit crotchety. Spent an hour and a half in a boot cupboard. Did I? I mentioned I was up for the shooting. I can lend you a gun, Winkle, if you'd care to come along.
Oh, mercy on us. This can't be true. It must be just... I can't believe it.
Nobody dead, I hope.
Tupman, be so good as to read it aloud. I find it impossible to believe my eyes.